Additional credit facilities will become easier for about exports worth 3 lakh crores at least, project finance another 33,000 crores. All of these steps are basically intended to strengthen our exporters' ability to do international trade. And I'm very clear that the mood I see in the market, the enthusiasm when I engage with exporters, they will not let this nation down.
Absolutely, sir. And we're seeing a whole host of liquidity-related measures that you announced in the last cabinet meeting as well for exporters. We're speaking with you at a time when the Prime Minister has set a very aggressive target. The second half of the year is usually a year where we do see a lot of, exports really picking up. Given the fact that we're seeing recovery happening across the Indian economy, how likely is it that we're not even only going to meet but perhaps exceed the 400 billion target that has been set out for this year?
Well, a target is always set very ambitiously, and this year's target was a huge jump from 290 billion to 400. And most naysayers had believed that it's just not possible. But as the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi always guides us, one must take aggressive goalposts and work towards it with full vigor. And I'm delighted that the exporting community has taken the Prime Minister's clarion call to heart. We are well on our way to achieving the target. We have issues with shipping and containers, which we are continuously engaging with the shipping ministry, with ship carriers and stuff like that. But we feel confident that we'll do well this year. First half figures at 185 billion until 21st of September do encourage all of us. But we'll play it as we go along and hope to do better than expected.
You did, sir, speak about the kind of speed bump that we are seeing, especially with respect to the container shortage, the shipping shortage as well. When you're saying you're engaging with the stakeholders, how soon can we expect a resolution to this? Because this is going to be pretty important in terms of for us to be able to meet our $400 billion target as well.
I think this is an international phenomenon. It's not limited to India alone. So I do believe that it will take some time to settle down. We cannot regulate international shipping rates, which is market driven. And we are in dialogue with them to see that more ships dock in India. But since it's an international phenomena and affects all exporters across the world and all international trade, I do believe that while it may take some time, it may not affect us as badly as was thought earlier.
Before I let you go, and I have to ask you this question, sir, you are the Commerce and Industry Minister. You look after the trade gap very closely, and we're seeing crude prices inching towards the $80 per barrel mark, which is going to be a big concern for a country like India. How is the government looking at where globally crude prices are inching and the kind of impact it is going to have for the Indian economy?
While I cannot comment on the global crude prices, that's something better dealt with by the Petroleum Ministry or by the experts in this field. But I can assure you that A, our services exports are doing exceedingly well, which will help us to bridge the trade gap significantly. B, while on merchandise exports, we may be facing a little shortfall, extra shortfall. But the fact is that it also gives a great boost to the Indian economy, because a lot of what is coming in is raw materials and inputs for our finished product. So my sense is that with services taking a big jump, even if we have a little higher exports this year, overall we'll be able to manage the trade deficit well. And with $625 billion plus forex reserves, India is in a sweet spot and internationally being recognized as a very strong economy.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.